Hello, so this is a walkthrough on the Web Application Exploitation Lab. I first want to start off with doing a quick overview on the interaction between website servers and clients. So when you type in your website, such as the cyberskyline.com, into your address bar in your browser is going to convert into a URL. And that URL is what this example here is. It's pretty much the HTTPS colon, etc. Website. So it starts off with the protocol, the HTTPS protocol. And that is specifically what the server and the client uses to communicate with one another. If they don't use the same protocol to communicate, they can't communicate with one another. Then we have the host. The host pretty much just describes the website that the request is for. And a lookup is conducted with DNS to get an IP address so that the browser can visit. The IP address is going to facilitate the communication with the server. Then we have path here, which is yellow. Path is a reference to the specific page that we're trying to obtain. And then we have query. Query is just a way of providing additional specific information in the, again, request that we're looking at obtaining. So once our browser is ready to visit the website, it sends an HTTP request. And that's what this example here is. So if you look at the first line, you're going to see that get word here. That get is a HTTP method. So there's multiple methods, but the most common would be get and post. Get requests are typically made to request data, whereas post requests typically send or upload data to the server. Then we have these two other lines. So the second and third line, those lines are HTTP headers, and they're added by the browser to specify additional options within the request. So then the server is going to send a response that looks like this example right here. So once we get to the website that we're looking at, getting into, we're going to run into something called cookies. Now, I'm sure we all are aware of what cookies are. Pretty much cookies are just small pieces of data that websites use to help them remember information about your visit. So, getting into the challenge. Pretty much our challenge is just going to utilize a single page from the user interface, and that's going to be this admin login form here. Now, from here, it's, very important to understand how the page is working by analyzing any data that's being saved by the website in the browser. And that's by right-clicking here and clicking on View Frame Source. So when we click on that, it's going to open up this tab here. And this tab, there's, source codes. There's multiple different languages because websites use multiple different languages for different purposes. We have HTML, CSS, again, service codes, and I want to particularly look at JavaScript, which is this one right here. I also want to look at the admin login form here. Now, it's not going to give you exact information, but it's always good to just take a look at it and see if there is anything that you can, take. Always keep in mind that every little bit of information counts. Okay, so let's go back to the challenge And I'm going to go onto the admin login form, and I want that to be in a big window. Oh, sorry. So I want it to be a big window that looks like this. So I'm going to right click on this because we don't have the login information. So I'm going to right click here and I'm going to click on view page source. Oh, nope, not that one. Sorry. And we're going to click on inspect. Inspect is going to take us to our developer tools. And this is just a great way to be able to look at those cookies. I want to be able to find a cookie that is named admin. So what I'm going to do here is, in order for me to be able to find that cookie, I have to come here to my login information. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on the username, and we're going to put admin and then password for the password and then login. Okay, so if you see, we got this incorrect login credentials, and that's fine. There's multiple ways to override something like this, and I'm just going to click on OK. I do want to refresh my page though, just to see if there was any additional information that popped up, which now we have a whole bunch of different information here. I am going to go back to network and I am going to look for the admin cookie. Okay, so, all right, so I'm not seeing, okay, found it. So if you look for this, if you look like, I just clicked on one, and if you look, there's a couple like tabs up here. We want to click on the one that says cookies. And then going back a little bit, so when I was saying I want to go to network, there's also tabs up here. And if you click on network, that'll give you this information with all those different names. And that's where I got my admin from. So if you look at admin, this cookie is saying that the value is false. So admin is false. This is why we can't have access to the login information. So we want to change this admin value here to say true. And you are able to just click on it a couple times and change it to true. But for some reason, my value doesn't want to change. No worries. There's another way that we can override this. I'm going to go back to console here. And where this little arrow is, I'm going to click on that. And I'm just going to look for, again, remember those JavaScripts that I was talking about? I'm going to edit the JavaScript and I'm going to put true because I want that value to be changed. So I press enter. And I do this twice just because it looked like it was there twice. So I'm doing it twice just because I want to make sure that it's successful. True. Okay, so I did that twice. Now I'm going to go back to my network and I'm going to refresh my page. Clicking on one of these names here, I'm going to look at my admin cookie and then the value was changed to true. So what I'm going to do here, now that this says true, pretty much what it's going to allow you to do is get access to the site. So if you see here where it says city in the period cloud, we're going to do /admin. Now let's see if this works. So once you click on that, it's going to take you into a website that looks like this. And this is pretty much the dashboard after you log in with the admin and password information. So where if you look at the dashboard, you're going to look at something, this blue box here that says new flag. You're going to copy that code there. And then we are going back to our challenge page. And that'll be your answer for the question. What is the flag obtained from logging in? And that's your answer. So we were able to manipulate the cookie to give us the admin permission by tricking the server. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, we can talk about it in the discussion. But other than that, I hope that everyone has a great night. Thanks. Bye.